and you had to change it up a little bit. And that there's that way, but then there's also the way where it makes it seem like you're building toward a transition.
That's what I was gonna say. The climax. Look what happens with TV
Right.
off. TV off is a perfect example of like the climactic. What else? Let God sort them out. The chandeliers with the clips. That was like I know some people don't like that change up, and then Nas starts it. I was like obsessed with that song when it came out. Like I'm like, forget the whole album. I just want this song over and over again. And the way Nas delivered his whole verse, and it was a quick verse. Like it felt quick, but the way he delivered it, it was just like that. That was like one of the perfect songs on that album.
It felt like a quick job. Yeah. I gotta agree. So what are your overall thoughts for this project? Is there something that stuck out in particular? Do you have a rating for this?
I do have a rating for it. I do have a rating. The things that stuck out to me, I don't know if this was negative or positive. Well, for me, it was a negative, but it was he paid more homage in this album to Drake than anybody else in here, because there's times where I'm like, okay, he's channeling Drake. Track 19, Man Above, no singing, but still Aubrey energy, feels like a reference track.
I get that, yeah.
And I even put like, did Drake do the reference track? Sometimes when I'm writing notes too, I'm like, I troll even in my notes. I'm like, here, let me.
That's the best way to remember it is to say something memorable. Yeah, I don't know if I picked up the Drake, but it's interesting that you said reference track. Yeah, I would.
And you know what? The reason why I picked up Drake is, look, I used to be a Drake listener. I was, once upon a time, I was a fan of Drake. I think the last good album that I listened to was like his first album. No, I think it had to be probably Scorpion.
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
I think that was his last good album. And
I think, Go ahead, my bad.
And then after that, it was up and down. There was some songs. The thing about Drake is like he'll put one or two songs that are like, okay, that was decent. But then like the rest of the project is like, really? Like
I feel like that's when the ghostwriters are going to have most, is when you got those one-offs where he's like, let me just slide this one here. Maybe they won't notice that's not me. But
now, as for my rating, is probably the only time I'll really say this, but I gave it like a 6-7.
Is that a joke?
It's partly a joke, but it's partly like I couldn't decide. Is it like a 6? Is it a 7? Is like it's right there. It's like 6-7, 6.5.
Hey, I feel like a lot of people were right there too. Based off of some of the reviews that I was seeing around there, I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6. But again, I'm willing to go
half a point up.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a point 5, half, but and that's just to kind of compensate for my bias a little bit. Right, because I understand there's some things maybe I'm not hearing as a fan. I wouldn't even say stan, but a fan. But I would say there maybe some, but I would give it a 6. I would give it a 6, maybe 6.5, somewhere around there. Because there are some things maybe I can appreciate the some of the production, some of the influences on here, and maybe he's trying to say these are the people that represent me, right? That represent who I am.
That's true.
Right. Just to sort of, maybe like this is where maybe this is me going around full circle. Right. And this is who I am. This is just me going back full circle. And once I've completed the cycle, we go start another cycle. So maybe saying that.
Maybe I would have gave it maybe a 7 if I was feeling gloomy. And I'm like, I'm going to put this on. Let me channel, back in the day, in high school. I remember in high school, if I was like feeling, man, this girl don't like me anymore, I put on some gloomy music. We don't do that as much as the grown-ups, but I think if I was having a gloomy day, I would have rated this a 7. Probably.
Sometimes I be feeling like them low frequency music be trying to kill me, man. They be trying to kill me. I'm trying to I need my heart racing, bro. I ain't trying to die yet.
Hey, look, I wake up every morning. I kid you not, wake up every morning, and instead of having a bowl of cereal, because I don't really have breakfast, I fast, I'll put on some Whacked Out Mirrors or Euphoria.
Yeah, I love waking up in the morning.
Morning breakfast right there.
I wake up every morning for the most part. Yeah, that's the best way to wake up. I gotta go.
And those songs don't piss me off. They make me happy.
I'm on my way to whack out some murals.
Yeah.
Somebody whacked out my murals. I gotta whack out the murals. I gotta make out the man. It's still. Speaking of Kendrick. Are we gonna talk about?
You want to go into that? You wanna talk about Super Bowl first?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I got the agenda you sent me, and I'm like, all right, let me.
Yeah, we can do that.
What did you think of the game?
The game, a blowout. It wasn't even close.
Were you expecting?
Man.
Were you expecting that? Are you?
I can't say I'm the biggest like sports. I'll tune into like Super Bowl, the playoffs.
Okay, so I'm a huge football fan, and when I tell you my team, you're gonna be like, what? But I love my team because I'm such a big football fan. And
49ers?
I used to play football. I played football for many years, and I coached football for like 8 years. So football is like something about football is in my blood. I was a defensive coordinator for many years. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm from the Bay Area, but I'm a Cowboys fan. We have a big Cowboy community here, believe it or not. So
damn, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's SoCal gonna feel about this, man? It's crazy.
How's SoCal gonna feel? I don't know how SoCal's gonna feel.
Oh, we got the Chargers now, right? We got
yeah.
I feel like we got it.
You guys went from like no teams to like 2 teams.
And the Steelers, didn't LA have the Steelers?
San Diego, you got the Chargers, you got the Rams.
The Chargers, the Rams. The Rams. That's right, the Rams.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. That Cowboy threw me off though. I mean, that's fair. I can't really agree to disagree with that because I'm not the biggest. Like I don't even have Madden like that, But
I haven't gotten in a few years, so I gotta. I think we'll talk about video games afterwards. But no. The game was the game. But we all know that we didn't show up to watch the Super Bowl for the game.
The highlight.
So this was a special year because LaRussell opened up the game by doing the concert at the beginning. I'm not sure how familiar you are with LaRussell, but LaRussell is he's
from the Bay.
Yeah, he's the goat around here, and I've been to a couple of his concerts, and he's one of the biggest DIYers right now. I mean, he's I know that he has issues right now with people saying, "Oh, you're not a DIYer anymore. You signed a distribution deal with Rock Nation." But isn't that kind of the goal of doing it yourself, that you can sign a distribution deal where you don't have to now sell your CDs yourself? Like you can have somebody distribute that.
Right.
I think that's part of why you bet on yourself so that you're able to now create deals where you can make those opportunities. But he did a great job, man. He opened up the Super Bowl and he did a performance, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's gonna be in the halftime like very soon.
What do you mean by
like I think he's gonna perform in the halftime like within the next within the next 5 to 10 years.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Because he's killing it. He's got the whole neighborhood on his back.
Yeah.
For the most part, it looked like he's going all the surrounding cities.
Yeah,
and I think that's one thing I like about him is that he includes the community, and he makes it one big workflow. Right, everybody's a part of the team in their own way. I think redefining community and independence, that's a game changer right there. That's grassroots. That can go anywhere. That has infinite amounts of potential, because that's really like, I think if anything, that is like the North Star when it pertains to trying to figure out how to maneuver in anything in life, whether that's, violence of the world or politics or, local organizing. I mean, that's the bread and butter right there. He's already got it. That is the goal. I personally, I can't even think unless he's able to transform that movement into something completely different. Like, I'm not even gonna throw it out there because I don't want to like project something, an opinion of mine and not turn out to be what he wants to do.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I think I see his plan, and I think I'm pretty sure what he wants to do. And one of the things, so the Bay Area had a missed opportunity in 2006.
Okay.
Because the hyphy movement was at its pinnacle in 2006, 2007, and it dropped the ball because it didn't take that momentum that it was building with E40 partnered with Lil Jon and other artists, and it became we got Tell Me When to Go out of it. Tell Me When to Go is one of our biggest hits commercially, but we have other hits that Mac Dre's done hits that like people don't know of. And what LaRussell's doing is he's taking all these Bay hits and he's redoing them in his own style. And I've noticed, like, I'm like, man, I remember thinking like 10 years ago, hey, if somebody ever did this Mac Dre song, it's gonna be a hit. And sure enough, LaRussell's repackages these songs and they're being hits. So I'm like, I think the hyphy resurgence is gonna be repackaged and it's fun. People are seeing it and they're like, man, I love this energy. Who is this guy? Who's LaRussell? Why does he have why does they look like people? Curtis King says it. Y'all from the Bay, when you guys make music, it's like you guys are having fun. It's always been like that since at least 2004, 2000, like even before then. But we have characters that just like it, like our music is just like fun. Like some of it is like drug dealing gangster kind of music, but it's like gangster and drug dealing if those gangsters and drug dealers drove around in like this like yellow school bus. And we were just like with rims and we're just like we're having fun all the time. It's like it's still don't fuck with us.
Right.
But also you're invited to come party.
You can party if you want, or you can, or
exactly. Yeah. We can party or we can fight.
Or you can fight. Yeah, we got the gloves right here.
Yeah,
you know, or you can have a plate if you want.
Yeah,
and I respect that. I love that. You know, I think that definitely falls into. I think honestly, I feel like we're the Bay is. They just, I don't know. They came outside. I don't know when exactly they decided to come outside. My recollection is last 4 or 5 years is when they really decided to jump back outside. And maybe that's due to, you know, my ignorance of that area. But I mean like on a national scale. I don't mean like honestly, in general.
Honestly, I think G-Eazy coming out, he could have done a better job of representing. And he came out with this like white boy rap type style, right? And it's like we hear you representing the Bay, but you're not, like, your style is not really the Bay. You're kind of going for like this like Machine Gun Kelly type of look. And it's like we don't do, you know, we don't dress like it. We don't do that here. And I know how he used to dress, because he used to actually dress like he's from here. But then I think he wanted to market himself a certain way. And he had hits, like G-Eazy has hits, and I'm not going to take that from him. Some of those hits I like, but again, he kind of dropped the ball because he didn't want to be fun. He wanted to be a lover boy and go hang out with Halsey or whatever. And he just wanted to be like a heartthrob. And it's like, I hate to break it to you, but we're not really considered heartthrobs over here. Like it's hip hop over here. It's like fun. It's like if you look at Too Short, not a heartthrob. That dude's like a pimp, right? But he's cool, right? You look at E40, same thing. Like these guys are legends.
Yeah.
But they're not heartthrobs. But they got this style that's even more powerful than that. But I think that's when the seed was replanted with G-Eazy. He didn't know what to do with it. And so